Good evening, students. Welcome to Aptitude Repair Shala. Today we are going to see the sixth part of percentages, and that we are going to see the type where they'll be giving some question. If the student scores this much marks, he is failed by this much marks, he is this much percentage, that much percentage. So we'll be seeing those kind of questions today. One question is given in front of you. That is, a student scores 25 percentage marks, then he is failed by 210 marks. But if he scores 55 percentage marks, then he is passed with 240 marks. Find the passing percentage. So how you can solve these kind of questions? You can say, suppose this is the marks, right? In that somewhere it will be something like passing marks will be there, and this is total marks. Okay, if he is scoring 25 percentage marks, means if he is scoring somewhere here 25 percentage marks, then how many marks he need more to reach to passing marks? You can say 210 marks, right? But when he is scoring 55 percentage marks, how much marks he is more? You can say this is 240 marks. Can you say now? I would say this part is 0 percentage and this part is 100 percentage. Can you say the difference between this and this? You can say the difference between this and this is 30 percentage, right? This is 30 percentage. 25 percentage and 55 percentage difference is 30 percentage. And actually how much is the difference? You can say this is 550. You can say 30 percentage value is how much? 210, and this one, so sorry, not 550, it is 450, right? So 1 percentage value is how much? You can say 1 percentage value is 50, right? So what they are asking, passing percentage, right? Passing percentage. So there are some people who will be writing like this: 1 percentage value is this, so 100 percentage value will be 5. This is 5 only, not 50. Okay, so you can say only 5. So this is 5, so total marks will be 500. So passing marks is how much? You can 25 percentage plus 210, right? So first they will be finding passing marks. So passing marks will be what? They'll be finding 25 percentage of 500 plus 210. You'll be getting some passing marks, and then they'll be getting the passing percentage. How? Passing marks divided by total marks into 100. Okay, but you can avoid these steps. What you can do, 1 percentage value is 5, right? So how much 210 will be? So you can say 210 by 5, how much percentage? It will be 5 4 is 42 percentage. Already he has 25 percentage. He needs 42 percentage more to pass. So how much will the passing percentage? You can say 25 percentage plus 42 percentage, that is 67 percentage is the passing percentage. Okay, I hope it is clear. We'll see next question. A student scores 36 percentage marks and he is failed by 32 marks. Okay, so again, passing marks, somewhere here passing marks will be there. If he is scoring 36 percentage marks, he is failed by 32 marks, means difference here to here is 32. When he is scoring 48 percentage marks, then he is failed by 64 marks. Means what is the difference? You can say difference between this and this is how much? 12 percentage. And actually how much is the difference? 12 percentage is how much? So this is 6 and 9, 96. So 1 percentage value is 8. What they are asking, passing percentage. Okay, so 36 percentage if he needs more 32 marks to pass. So 36 percentage, 32 marks, 1 percentage is 4%, 8. So what is 32? You can say 4 percentage. So what is the passing percentage? 40 percentage, right? Clear? Total marks, obviously total marks will be what? 100%, so this will be 800, right? Now next, a student scores 40% marks and he's failed by 50 marks. Okay, now this one is when we are dealing with these kind of questions, this is like there are three cases are possible in these type of questions. Like I would talk about cases, something like pass, two condition might be given, pass might be given, fail might be given, okay, or pass fail might be given. Okay, so in this like the two questions which we have solved is based on this type, pass and fail. So this question also belong to that type only, pass and fail. So again, 40 percentage marks, somewhere here passing marks will be there, 40 percentage marks, then he is failed by how much? 50 marks. When he is scoring 50 percentage marks, he is failed by 40 marks, right? So what you can say, difference between this and this, how much? 10 percentage. Actual difference is 90. This difference is 90, so 10 percentage is 90, so 1 percentage is 9, so 100 percentage is 900. So total marks are 900. Passing percentage, if you have to find passing percentage, 1 percentage is 9, so what is 50? So 50 will be 50 by 9 percentage, and previously how much you need? 40 percentage. So this much will be your passing percentage. I think it will be something like 50 point something percentage. You can calculate and get the answer, get the logic. Okay, that is more important. Next, a student scores 30% marks, then he is failed by 5 marks, but when he scores 40% marks, he is passed by 10 marks. Find the passing percentage. I hope you can solve this question. Okay, solve this question and then let me know the answer in the comment box. Okay, now we'll see some question when fail and fail or pass and pass is given. Okay, so I would say, suppose when some person is suppose here passing marks is there. If a person is scoring 10 percentage marks, then he is failed by actually 40 marks, right? When he is scoring 30 percentage marks, then he is failing by 10 marks, right? Not 10, 20 marks, right? 20 marks. Then what is the passing percentage? Passing percentage you have to tell. Okay, so I would say, suppose it's better you draw like this. Okay, here will be something like your passing percentage, and you are here at 0. Okay, so when you score 10 percentage marks, when you score 10 percentage marks, suppose you are here in 10 percentage marks, how much you need more to reach here? You can say you need 40 more marks. But when you score 30 percentage marks, when you score 30 percentage marks, how many marks more you need? Just 20 percentage, right? Sorry, 20 marks only you need to reach there. Okay, now can you say this difference? What is this difference I'm talking about? This difference is how much? This is 30, this is 10, so how much it is? 20 percentage. This is 20 percentage difference, and total was 40 and here it is 20, so actually 20 percentage is what? 20. So 1 percentage value is 1, so 100 percentage value is 100. So what you can say, total marks are 100. Passing percentage, so what will be the passing percentage? 10 percentage plus 40 means 10 percentage plus 40 percentage, that is 50 percentage is your passing percentage. I hope it is clear, right? Same thing with the pass case. So pass case, what you can say, same thing I would say. Somewhere here, suppose here is your passing marks, right? Or passing percentage, passing marks, whatever you want to say. If a person is scoring somewhere around 50 percentage, then he is actually passed by 10 marks. But when he is scoring 80 percentage, then he is actually passed by 50 marks, or sorry, 60 marks. Okay, so is extra, right? So again, if you want, you can draw like this. This is your passing percentage and this is your 0 percentage. If you score how much? 50 percentage, right? So 50 percentage will be somewhere here. You are extra how much? You can say you are extra 10 marks. But when you score 80 percentage, right? When you score 80 percentage, then how much extra you are having? You can say you are having extra how much? 60, right? So again, here also you can say how much is the actually difference? How much is the actual difference? You can say the difference is actually here 30 percentage. In terms of marks, this is 60 and this is 10, so this is 50. So what you can say, 30 percentage, not 30, yeah, 30 percentage is 50. You make it this one 70, that will be little better. 70 marks, so that value becomes easy. This is 70, so what is the difference? 60. So 30 percentage value is actually difference is 60, so 1 percentage value is 2, so 100 percentage value is 200, means total marks are 200. So passing marks will be 50% minus 10. 1% is 2, so this is 5 percentage, so passing marks will be 50 percentage minus 5 percentage, that is 45 percentage. I hope it is clear, right? If you have any doubt, please let me know in the comment box. Okay, let's see another type of questions. Okay, this one. a solution of salt and water contains 5% salt. Okay, so if I'm talking about 5% salt, I would say 5% value is 1 by 20. Means if 20 is solution, then one part is salt. 20 is a solution, one part is salt. Can you say 19 will be water? Yes or no? If one part is salt and 20 is a total solution, then what you can say? 19 will be water. Okay, now this 5% is becoming what? It is becoming 15%. 15% value is 3 by 20. Means if 20 is your solution, 3 is salt, then how much is the water? You can say here water is 17, right? Now in this one, a solution of salt and water, 5% salt is there and 20 liter of water is evaporated. Salt becomes 15%. Did you change salt? No. Your water is evaporated. What quantity is getting changed? Only water quantity is getting changed. So we can utilize the same thing. Let's check. I'm saying that salt is there and water is there, and solution contains first solution. I would talk about first case and then second case, right? First case and second case. So in first case, what is given? Salt ratio water. In first case, this is first case, in that 1 is salt, so 19 is water, right? In second case, if 3 is salt, 17 is water. But what do you know? That water is only getting changed. Salt is same, but either salt is same here. Can you say salt is same here? No. At one place it is 1 and one place it is 3. So what you can do? You can make it same. How you can make it same? Multiply this thing with 3. So when you multiply this thing with 3, what you will be getting? You can say salt and water. Again I'm writing the same thing again. Salt and water. You can say this will become 3. This will become 57. This will become 3 and this will become 17. Now you can say that your salt is same, right? Now what is given? 20 liter of water is evaporated. Okay, 57 to 17. Now whatever 3, 57, 17, 3, these are units. Okay, you cannot say that this is liter, kilogram or what. This is just unit. How much water is actually removed? You can say 40 unit water is removed. Yes, and 40 units of water is removed, and 40 unit of water is removed means that is given actually 20 liter. Means 1 unit is 0.5 liter. Yes or no? From here can you say 1 unit is 0.5 liter? Now what they are asking, find the initial solution. What is the initial solution? You can say initial solution, salt was there, how much? 3 unit. Water was there, how much? 57 units. So initial solution, you can say initial solution was 3 plus 57, that is 60 units. 60 units means how much? 30 liters. So initial solution was 30 liters. I hope it is clear. If they ask final solution, the final solution is how much? 20 units. Final solution is 20 units means what? That is 10 liters, right? Okay, I hope it is clear, right? If you're not clear with this idea, again, you can go for next question. I'm telling you the next question also. It will be clear then. Okay. 12 liter of mixture of acid and water has 30% acid. Okay, so 30% acid, I'm writing the value 30% acid. Can I write 3 by 10? Means what? This is total, this is 3. So you can say acid value is 3. Acid value is 3. Total is 10. So how much will be the water? Water will be 7, right? Now next, it is becoming 40%. 40% is what? 2 by 5. Means 2 is acid, 5 is total. So water is 3. Okay, now utilize the same thing. What we can say? Utilize, how we can utilize? Okay, acid is given, water is given, initial solution is given, and final solution is given, or 1 or 2 also you can write. Okay, now acid is, in starting it was 3, this was 7. In second case it was 2 and it was 3. What is getting changed? Water is only getting withdrawn, right? Water is water is being withdrawn. What is same actually? Acid is same. Whether acid is same here? No. So you make it same. How you can make it same? Here you multiply with 2 and here you multiply with 3. So if you multiply with 2 and 3, I'm just writing it here, you'll be getting values like this. So here it will become 6, here it will become 14, here it will become 6, and here it is becoming 9, right? Now you can say your new values are 6, 14, 6 and 9. Now you can say acid is same. Yes, acid is same. Now what you can say, now what is given as how many liters of water should be withdrawn to make acid 40%? 12 liter of mixture of acid and water 30%. 12 liter of what? Initial solution is given 12 liter, but initial solution is what? 6 plus 14 units, right? So you can say 20 units is the initial solution, but this initial solution is given how much? 12 liter. Can you say 1 unit value? That is 3 by 4 liter. 1 unit value is 3 by 4 liter. What they are asking, how many liters of water should be withdrawn? How much water you are withdrawing from 14 to 9? 14 to 9, how much water you are withdrawing? You can say 5 unit. 5 unit water you are withdrawing means 5 unit value will be what? 5 into 3 by 4, right? Yes or no? So 5 into 3 by 4 means 15 by 4. That is 3.75 liter should be withdrawn. I hope it is clear now, right? If you have any doubt, please let me know. Okay. So you know, like some values will be given in the ratio, and there will be one relationship given. So this relationship is given actually to get, you know, the relationship between unit and the absolute value. Okay. So what you are considering in the ratio thing, or if I teach you ratio and proportion, I'll tell you this is called multiplier. So you are actually getting the multiplier. So you can say this 3 by 4 is actually a multiplier. So you have to multiply with each and every ratio. Okay. Now let's check another one. A watermelon contains 90% water. 90% water is what? Out of every 10 watermelon, 9 will be water. If 9 is water, what is remaining in the this one? One thing is called pulp. Okay, that we eat. Okay, so 1 will be pulp, 9 will be water. Okay, now after some time it contains only 12% water. 12% water is what? 6 by 20 or 3 by 25, right? Or 12 by 100 also you can write. Okay, so out of every 25, 3 is water now. So 3 is now water. So how much will be the pulp now? You can say pulp value is 22. Okay, we use the same thing here. Now after some time it contains only 12% water, weighs 50 kg, calculates original weight. Anyway, in watermelon, can you take the pulp out? No, only water will be, you know, evaporated. So you can say water content only gets changed, pulp will not get changed. So what you can say, this is pulp, this is water. Okay, and I would say in fresh watermelon, water is more, and stale watermelon, it is less. Okay, so now let's talk about pulp value here. So here it was 9 was the water value. So 1 was the water value, and 9 was the water value here, and 1 was the pulp value here. Now in stale one, what is happening? 3 is the water value and pulp is 22. Now you know pulp should be same, yes or no? But is it same? No. Make it same. How we can make it same? Multiply this thing with 22 and this thing with 1. So what you will be getting? This one is 22. This one is 198, and this value is already 21. This is 3, right? So what is given now? Check. It is given that your weighs 50 kg. Okay, now after some time it contains only 12% water and weighs 50 kg. Means the stale one weight they have given. Stale one weight is how much? You can say stale one weight is 25 units. 22 plus 3, how much? 25 units. And this is given as 50 kg. Can you say 1 unit value? Yes, 2 kg. If 1 unit value is 2 kg, what they are asking? Original weight. What is the original weight? This is original weight. Now I would say 190 units plus 22 units will be original weight, or you can say 220 units will be the original weight, or you can say 220 units means 440 kg will be the original. Very big watermelon. Okay, so this will be the original weight. I hope this question is clear now, right? Now check the next one. 20 kg fresh watermelon contains 96% water. Okay, so let's write 96% water. So 96 by 100, right? Or you can write can it be divided by 4? Yes, 4 2s are 4 4s are, and 425, right? So out of every 25 total, 24 is water. So this one is water, right? So what is the pulp? You can say pulp value is 1 because total value is 25. Okay, now check. Now after some time it remains 95% water. 95% water means 95 by 100, or what you can say 5 1s are 5 9s are, right? 19 by 50 means 19 will be the water and pulp content will be, you can say 31, right? Now let's check. Pulp will be there, water will be there, initial stage, final stage. Okay, so what is the value given? You can say pulp value is starting, it was 1, and water value was 24. Here pulp value is 31, and here water value is 19, right? Now again you have to make the pulp value same. You make the pulp value same. How you can make it same? If you multiply here with 31 and here with 1, you'll be getting the pulp value same. Okay, let's check it. So this will become 31 and this will become 24 into 31. Okay, so 31 same, right? Now what they are asking, and again what they have given is 20 kg fresh watermelon contains. 20 kg means initial value they have given. So what is the value they have given? This value they have given. Initial value is 20 kg, but actually how much it is? It is actually 24 into 31 unit plus 31 unit is given as how much? 20 kg. You can get the 1 unit value here and then you can substitute here and get the answer, right? So I hope logic is clear for you. Okay, clear? Okay, next. Fresh fruit contains 68% water. Fresh fruit contains 68% water. So let's write 68%. 68% is 68 by 100, or what you can say, 2 3s and 2 4s and then 50, or again 17 by 25. Means if 17 is water, then how much will be the pulp? 8 will be the pulp, then only it will become 25, right? Now next case, what we can say, now they are talking, this was about the fresh fruits. Okay, now let's talk about dry fruits. So dry fruits, what is there? 20% of the water is there. 20% of the water means 1 by 5 water. So you can say 1 water is there, then 4 will be the pulp, right? Let's utilize the same thing. Just utilize the same thing. You can say pulp is there, water is there, and fresh fruits and dry fruits. Okay, so let's write it. So how much water is given? 17. How much pulp is there? 8. How much water is given? 1. How much pulp is there? 4. What will be the same thing? You can say pulp will be same, but here it is 8 and here it is 4. Make it same. How you can make it? Multiply here with 2 and here with 1. So multiply. So when you multiply, it will become 8. This will become 2, right? This will become 2. So what they have given now? How many kgs of dry fruits can be made with 75 kg of fresh fruits? Means this value is given as 75 kg. Means 8 plus 17 unit is given as 75 kg. Can you say 25 unit is 75 kg? So 1 unit value will be 3 kg. If 1 unit value is 3 kg, what they are asking, how many units of dry fruits? So how much dry fruits you can make actually? 8 from here and 2 from here. How many units you can make? 10 units you can make. 10 units you can make, or 30 kg of dry fruits you can make out of 75 kg of fresh fruits. I hope it is clear. Yes. Okay, so this is all for today's class. So we'll see you in the next class, and please hit the like button if you really like it, and share with your friends. Thank you so much.